So let me talk about our varsity season. So this is my 21st year at Sacred Heart, my 27th year coaching high school water polo. And I can tell you two things for sure at this point. One, teenage boys are going to make some really stupid decisions. That's one, I promise you that. And two, they almost always break through. They get there. And when they get there, it's not on our time frame, it's on their time frame. And so I kind of equate that to our team this year. So yes, we made some stupid decisions. We spent the first portion of the season figuring out we were not very good at basketball. We had a whole lot of injuries. We had our first healthy practice with our entire team in mid-October. We went down to the Elite Eight, and for lack of a better term, we got our teeth kicked in. And the thing I told the boys afterwards, which was, one, we weren't doing a very good job of coaching them. That includes me. We weren't getting through to them. Our lineups were terrible. Everything was just bad at that point. And we were the first ones to admit that. And I really feel like that was the point for us at our absolute lowest. And they kind of had two choices of where they were going to go with our season. And they came roaring back. And for me, it was this game against Harvard Westlake at the North-South, which we were just a little bit short. We didn't win, but it was one of the top teams in the country. And we lost by a goal. And I felt like afterwards, the guys, the coaching staff were just like, we could really do this if we wanted to. And everything starts clicking. The team is fully engaged. And as I said before, the breakthroughs do come eventually. It's not when I wanted them in September. So I tell our kids the same thing every year, even though I often break the rule. And for us at Sacred Heart, the tournaments are practice. All the games are practice. All we focus on is in November. Right? We want to be really good in the month of November. And so the breakthrough happened. And so I am so proud to say what these guys did in that month of November. So we won WCIL in a one-goal game, came back and won our 14th consecutive CCS championship in perhaps the most chaotic. And then the final week of the season, we went through the number 1 team in Northern California and the number 3 team in Northern California in 72 hours. And without question played our best 2 games, our last games of the season. So congratulations to those guys. As I said before, it's never a straight line. I wish it was, but it's not. But as we stand here, they did it. And the seniors led them through it, and they got them there. And they all are standing on the podium, and I couldn't be more proud. Of course, we need to mention that this team has the highest GPA in the history of Sacred Heart. Hopefully the younger kids in the room are looking at that and seeing that as I tell the kids all the time, all things are possible. You can be a member of the varsity team, you can have an amazing GPA, you can have a great social life, you can do everything. And this senior class, as they were talking about, is a great example of that. So hopefully our younger kids are watching and using those guys as role models. All right, before I talk about our varsity season, I'm going to talk about Owen, Reinke, and Owen has exercised his right to not speak this evening, which was fine with me. So for those of you that don't know, Owen had an injury, serious injury his sophomore year, spent almost all of his junior year trying to come back, and did all he could. And then it became apparent as the fall began that it wasn't going to happen. He couldn't play anymore. Owen tried to resign from the team, of which I denied the resignation, and told him he needed to be a part of everything we were doing. He was a part of this group from day one. So I know it was difficult for Owen to watch his brother and his seniors play their senior year. He wanted to be in the water with them. But he gave us everything we could, coming to our senior dinner, coming to the games, sitting on the bench, and all that kind of stuff. So I want to make sure I recognize him and thank him for everything.